Today on Safe Haven, Doug and Sharnell are playing mini golf. The winner of today's mini golf challenge will win the Golden Pineapple. Today's course is Island Green in Westminster, Maryland. Sharnell's up first. Let's get started with hole number 1. Here is Sharnell's first shot of the day. Ooh, rejected by the rock. That was rather unfortunate.
Nice, that was a good one.
Sharnell avoids the hazard with a nice bank shot off the wall, putting her in a nice position. Sharnell misses slightly to the right. Sharnell puts it home, giving her a score of 5 for the hole. Here is Doug's first attempt of the day. Holy moly, he really got a hold of that one. What was he thinking? The ball has ricocheted off the hazard and has landed in the grass outside of the course. Things cannot get worse than this. Things have gone from bad to worse as Doug puts forth quite possibly the worst shot in the history of mini golf. The ball continues to roll through the parking lot as Doug attempts to retrieve the ball while avoiding vehicles and other pedestrians. Doug now takes his one-stroke penalty drop. After all that chaos, Doug scores a 5, which means the score is tied after the first hole. Hole number 2. This hole looks tricky with a water hazard to the left. Let's see how Sharnell navigates this tough terrain. Beautiful shot. Ooh, tough break. Sharnell knocks home her third shot. Now it's Doug's turn.
I'm gonna try to go up that little slant. Try to curve it in. Bend it like Beckham.
I think Doug is confused as to which sport he is playing.
Nope.
David Beckham did not play golf.
If you get this, sir,
Wow! Doug with a very impressive shot to pull himself within inches of the hole.
Hey!
Doug handles the pressure and gives himself a score of 2 for the second hole. Hole number 3. Hole number 3 has another water hazard to the left. Our golfers must keep their shots straight to keep their balls dry. Ooh, that was not straight, and the golf ball is not dry. Doug and Sharnell must act fast to rescue Sharnell's ball as it slowly rolls down the river. Sharnell hits a nice bank shot off the wall. And Sharnell knocks it home. Doug hits a beautiful first shot. He avoids the water and bounces off the wall, stopping next to the hole. Doug handles his second shot, giving him a score of 2 for the hole. Hole number 4. Sharnell must avoid both Never mind.
You want to roll again?
no, we can count that.
Sharnell tries again, and wow, what a beautiful shot, which puts her in striking distance for a 3 for the hole. And she sinks it. Outstanding. Nice job, Sharnell. Let's see if Doug can beat a score of 3. And Doug gives it a solid whack. That has a lot of speed. And somehow, someway, his ball luckily ends up next to the hole.
I'm gonna ricochet.
Doug changes his mind, deciding for a bank shot instead. Ooh, tough miss. But he could save the hole right here and tie Sharnell. Ooh, it looks like Doug's luck has run out with that devastating miss. Sharnell takes the hole. Hole number 5 is a doozy. With a giant rock structure in the middle of the course, our golfers must make a decision. Go through the small tunnel in the middle of the rocks or avoid the structure completely and take the long way around the large, inconvenient hazard. Let's see what they decide. Sharnell banks it off the wall in the direction of the rock hazard. This sets her up nicely for a gentle tap through the middle of the rocks.
This is the easiest one.
Uh-oh, that is unfortunate. Sharnell's ball continues to roll back to the start, almost to say, I think we should try again. Ooh, things have gone from bad to worse as this shot ends up in the grass.
What was that?
Sharnell takes a drop with the hope that the next shot will turn her luck around. And it does! What a wonderful shot! This looks good! Ooh, that is just plain cruel.
Okay.
Now it's Doug's turn. Ooh, his ball bounces off the side, over the wall, through the woods, to grandmother's house it goes. Doug's ball has spent so much time on the asphalt, they're gonna start charging him for a parking space. Doug takes his drop. And he knocks it home. What a stupendous shot. And his lucky streak continues.
Not a setup.
Hole number 6. Sharnell's first shot bounces off the rocks and lands in the only sand trap on the hole.
Why?
Sharnell takes the long way around the rocks and sets herself up nicely for the next shot.
Well,
Ooh, she comes up just a bit short.
okay.
Doug's first shot avoids the first set of rocks, riding the wall, and stops in a nice spot for the second shot. And Doug drains the shot, giving him a score of 2 for the hole.
Wow.
I need to go play the lottery.
Hole number 7.
All right.
Hole number 7 forces our golfers to make a decision. Go over or under the bridge. Let's see what Sharnell decides. It looks like Sharnell wanted to do both. First, her ball started over the bridge, went off the wall, off the rocks, and decided to take a nap under the bridge. Sharnell takes her drop just beyond the bridge, with a nice gentle stroke off the wall, setting herself up nicely for the next shot. That was a little strong. So was that one.
All I know,
And that one was too.
I'm gonna blame the wind. That's all it is.
Somehow, her shots keep getting stronger.
If that helps, and it doesn't.
Nope, still too strong. Okay, that one was just plain mean.
Get in there.
Doug, lacking finesse, whacks it as hard as he can. But somehow, it turns out nicely. And he sinks the second shot. Hole number 8. Sharnell nicely avoids the first hazard, but can't escape the second wood post, which blocks her path to victory. Sharnell gently taps her next shot, putting it near the hole. Ooh, too hard. Ooh, too soft. Ah, just right. Doug sends it with all his might. Off the rocks, off the flag, off the wall, nearly in. I don't know if that was impressive, or lucky, or a lot of both. But Doug is set up nicely for the next shot. Wow!
No.
And Doug taps in the easy shot.
I feel like, is something wrong with this?
Hole number 9. Sharnell's first attempt has a fender bender with the rock, which slows down her ball, stopping it in the tall grass, avoiding the pond. Shot number 2 is just a bit left. Shot number 3 is just a little short. Sharnell knocks home shot number 4. Doug's first shot is weak. Not even close. Standing on the rocks, Doug's ball bounces off the rocks, off the wall, landing within inches of the hole. Doug sinks his third shot. Here are the scores for the hole. After adding up the scores of the first 9 holes, Doug is in the lead with a score of 24 to Sharnell's 46. But we're only halfway done. Stay tuned for part 2, where we will find out if Sharnell can rescue victory from the jaws of defeat. Don't forget to subscribe for part 2 and more videos just like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.